Hello, welcome to yet another presentation where I'm looking at the 2014 Specimen Mathematics grade 9 paper. Okay, here, this is the paper that we are looking at. Okay, so we are solving everything. Please make sure that you are following, and just in case you may have questions, this is my phone number. Okay, and I am Mr. Mbondo, a teacher of mathematics at Nyumbayanga Secondary School in Lusaka. Okay, so we can begin now. The first one, as you may know, this paper has 8 questions and you are supposed to choose 5. Now the syllabus has, the pattern changed. Paper 2 also has 2 sections where section A you need to answer everything. Then you choose the other 3 from the remaining 6 questions. So let's start. Write 5,660 in standard form, correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, correct to 1 decimal place. So how do we write this one? So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 multiplied by 6. Then how many steps did we move? Sorry, this is point. 5.66, we can forget about the 0, then we say multiplied by 10. How many steps? 1, 2, 3. So we can say 3 here. Now, because the question said to correct to 1 decimal place, so here we have 2 decimal places. So we need to rewrite this so that we have 1 decimal place. So it will be 5 point. So this, from this 6, we'll add a 1 to the preceding number. So we'll have 5.7 multiplied by 10 the power 3. That is what is going to be our answer here. And then B, solve the equation. How do we solve the equation? We get rid of the brackets first. Okay, by multiplying here we have 4x minus 4. Here we have minus 3x. This minus and this one, we're going to get a plus. What? 6 is equals to 6. Are we together? So now we can rearrange this side. We rearrange this side. What are we going to have? We have 4x minus 3x is equals to 6. Then these two numbers, we can take them the other side because they are like terms, if you like. So this one, it's a positive. When it comes the other side, the additive inverse is a minus. Also this one, it's a minus. When it comes the other side, it will be a plus. So this is going to give us x is equals to, as you may know, this is 6 minus 6 is going to give us 0. 0 plus 4, we're going to get what? 4. Okay. Then here we have another question where we are asked to make x the subject of the formula. How do we make x the subject of the formula? It's as good as saying we are solving for x. So if we are solving for x, the first thing we are supposed to do is to cross multiply. It's like here we have 1. So you cross multiply, what do you have? You have 1 multiplied by 2x plus 5. 1 multiplied by 2x plus 5 is equals to 9 multiplied by y. What do we get? Here we get 2x plus 5 is equals to 9y. Then we have 2x is equals to 9y minus 5. This 5 has to come the other side because we are solving for x. So to remain with x alone here, we need to divide both sides by 2. So therefore x is equals to 9y minus 5 over 2. That's what we are getting. Are we together there? Okay. Okay, so here we have another question. The cost of a dining table is 468 kwacha, and it includes VAT, which is value added tax, at 17%. Calculate the price of the dining table before VAT is added. Okay? Before VAT is added. So this amount of a dining table includes 17% of what? Of a dining table here. There is a 17% of a dining table here on this amount. So how do we handle it? Okay? How do we handle it? Okay, so what we are going to do here, we can say we can use two methods. One method could be where we are going to say so one method could be where we are going to say this amount, okay, this amount here, then you subtract what? 17%, because this amount includes VAT. Okay, so we can say 468 minus 17% of this same amount minus 17% of this same amount. Okay, then we can say, or I'm just thinking, if this amount 17% of it is VAT, 70% of it is VAT, what then? It means the other percentage, which is 83%, that is the amount that was there before VAT was added. So we can also say how much is 83% of this amount. Okay, so then we can work out these amounts and see what we're going to get. Okay, so in this case, for instance here, so we need now to say 468 minus 17 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 468 over 100. What do you get? Okay, so we can do that. So we have 468 minus, when we multiply these two, what do we get? Let's try to multiply them. We're going to get 7, 9, 5, 6 over 100. So here, if you want, you can simplify this as a fraction, or alternatively, you can still say, let me divide 100 into this number and see what you're going to get. What do you get when you divide 100 there? Okay, you're going to get 79, definitely here, 0.56. Okay, then at this point now, you subtract here. What do you get? Let's try to subtract. What are we going to get? Let's try to subtract 468 minus 9 minus 7. Okay, Let's try. What are you getting? Let us compare our answers. It's easier that one person can make a mistake. So let's do it together. What are we getting? So I'm getting 8.44 kwacha. This is what I'm getting. Okay? Then this side, if you want, you can also as well say, let me divide this part first. When you divide this part, what do you get? You get 0.83. 0.83 multiplied by 468. Okay, so let's multiply this one. Let's multiply that one. Okay. Let's multiply. What are we getting? Okay, so we're going to get the same amount even here. To be 38844. That's the amount that we're going to get. Even here and here. So we're getting the same amounts. Okay? So this was it, question 1. Let's go to question 2. Question 2A. A box contains 6 red pencils and 6 blue pencils and 5 red pencils. If one pencil is picked at random from the box, find the probability that it is blue. How many blue pencils do we have? So the probability of picking a blue pencil is equals to the total number of blue pencils. How many are they? 6 over the total number of pens. How many pens do we have altogether? You add them. The 11. Okay, that is what will be our answer there. You get 2 marks just like that. We have this simple matrix here expressed as a single matrix. So you know that a matrix, we multiply row by column. And we are also saying, if you want just to guide yourself, we can say, what is the order of this one? The order of this one is 1 by 2. What is the order of this other one? It's 2 by 1. So 2 matrices can be multiplied if the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. And then the order of your answer, is going to be a 1 by 1 matrix. So in this case, how do we get our matrix? We're going to be multiplying. We're going to be multiplying now. 3 multiplied by 2. What do we get? 3 multiplied by 2 plus 4 multiplied by 5. What are we getting? We're going to get 6 plus 20. Then finally we'll be able to get 26. This is what we're going to get, and this is a 1 by 1 matrix. Okay? This is a 1 by 1 matrix. Then let's come to the simultaneous equation. How do we solve this simultaneous equation? X already has the same coefficient. So, to eliminate, we're going to use elimination method. To eliminate x, we are going to use subtraction. So that we say 2x minus 2x, we get 0. Then, from there now, we need to come to the other part. So, take note, what do we have here? We have minus y, that is what remained, minus negative 2y, this minus this one, is equals to 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2. Well, this is going to give me minus y plus 2y is equals to 4. Okay? So what are we getting? We are going to get that the value of y is equals to 4. We're going to get that the value of y is equals to 4. Now, if the value of y is equals to 4, what is the value of x? So we can pick one of these equations. For instance, we can get the first one. The first one, which is 2x minus y is equals to 6. Then, if our y is equals to 4, it means here we need to put 4 here. Are we together? We put 4 here, where there's y. then we're going to have 2x is equals to 10. I hope you know where our 10 is. When this one goes the other side, you're going to have 10. Then x is going to be equals to 5. Where is our 5 coming from? You divide both sides by 2. You divide both sides by 2. So the value of y is 4. So if you want now, you can say, let me test these values. When you put 5 here, what you get? 10. 10 minus 4, you get 6. So that is what we're going to have. Okay? So you come to this one. On the x or y plane below, plot the point P. And P is negative 1, 3. Negative 1, 3. When we are plotting, we always start with the x-coordinate. So the x-coordinate is this one. Then 3 is here. So this is the point where P is. Then draw the graph y is equals to x. Y is equals to x, it means that if y is equals to 4, even x is equals to 4. If y is equals to 0, even x is equals to 0. If y is equals to negative 4, if even x is equals to negative 4. So, and vice versa. But when we are plotting, I'm sure you know that we always start with x and y. And we're saying y is equals to x is the same as x is equals to y. So we are looking at where the coordinates are the same. For instance, this one is 0, 0. Here, the x coordinate is 1. The y coordinate is 1. If I pick this point here, for instance, what is the y coordinate? The y coordinate is 3. The x coordinate is 0. So that is basically what we are talking about. Even this one is the same. If you come down here, this one, the x coordinate is negative 4. The y coordinate is. So what they mean now here and what is wanted is us to draw a straight line that connects these two places, these coordinates. And then so we can connect. And we say y is equals to x. Y is equals to x. That's all. Y is equals to x. Then we come to sets. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. It is given that the universal set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then A has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 has, B has 2, 5, 7, and 11. C has 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Illustrate this information in the Venn diagram below. Okay, so as you may know, the thing that we're supposed to start with, we start from here, then we'll be going outside. You need to start from the intersection set. The element that is found in all the 3 sets, I'm already seeing 2 here. 2, do we have any other? 5, I've seen 5 here. 4 is here. I think we have 2, isn't it? We have 2. We have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Then after we have done that, we can move maybe to look at A and B. A and B, what are the common elements? A and B, we have 2 and 5. We have 2 and 5. Now, 2 is already here. So the 5 that is remaining is what we're going to put here. Okay? Then we can also look at we can look at A and C. A and C here. What is common? A and C, we have 2, 4, and 6. We have 2, 4, and 6. Okay? We have 2, 4, and 6. So 4 and 6. Okay? 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6. Okay? Now when you look at them, when you look at them, 2 is already here. So these ones, they are the ones that are going to be here. Then we go to C and B, or B and C. What is common? What is common? What is common? B and C. What is common? What is common? B and C, we have 2. Okay, so it's just 2 here. It's just 2, yes? We just have 2. So meaning we need now to look at the sets as a whole. When we go back to set A, how many elements are found in set A? There are 5. So from the 5 elements, the 4 are already in set A apart from 3. So you put these 3 here. Okay? Then you go to set B. Set B is supposed to have what? 2, 5, 7, and 11. 2 and 5 are already there. So 7 and 11, we put them here. Okay? Then when we come to C, we'll do the same thing. 2, 4, and 6 are there. So 8 and 10, we'll write them here. So we can go back now to our universal set and see, because the universal set has got the elements 1 up to what? Up to 11. So here we can count. Do we have everything? 1 up to 11. For instance, 1 is not there. 1 is not there. So if our 1 is going to be here, do we have all the elements? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where is our 9? Where is our 9? And when you look at all these 3 sets, none of them has got 9. So 9 also has to be outside. 9, 10, 11. So this is how our Venn diagram is supposed to be presented. Okay. So using the Venn diagram, or otherwise we can list the elements that are in these sets. The elements that are found in this set. So the elements that are in the intersection of A and B, the elements that are in the intersection of A and B, what are they? The elements that are in the intersection of A and B here, it's what? 2 and 5. Union, the elements that are in what? C. The elements that are in C, what do we have? You can look at C. C we have, if you want, you can even get the elements from here. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So the union of these sets, it means we need to put these elements together, all of them, we list all of them. But 2 appears on both, so we don't repeat it when we're writing. So it will be 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, as well as 10. So this is what we're going to have. So on these elements here, you will just add what? You are going to add just 5. And that will be the answer. Okay? So we can move on to so illustrate the solution of x plus y greater than or equal to 4 on the x or y plane below by shading the wanted region for the values of x from 0 to 5. Okay, so here what we are supposed to do is to come up with a table of, so we come up with a table of coordinates. This is x and this is y. And you should know that in the exam you don't have the time. So the easier way is just use these same 2 coordinates, the first one and the last one. So you say x. Okay. So having done this, then you get this one. You get this as an equation. You write it down here. X plus y is equals to 4. So we are saying now, when x here is equals to 0, when x is equals to 0 here, what is going to be y? If this is 0, so y will be equals to 4. Then when x is equals to 5, you have 5 here plus y is equals to 4. What is y going to be? So we're going to have 4 minus 5. and then y will be -1. So this is -1. So you can use these two. You use these coordinates here. Use these coordinates here. 0, 4. 0, 4, where is it? It's this point here. 0, 4. Then you have got 5, -1. 5, -1. This point here. Okay? Okay. So we join these 2 points. Then we can write this as our equation here. What is it? X plus y is equals to 4. In terms of an equation, this line is an equation, so we need to write it like this one. And we are shading the area, the region that is true. The region that is true. Okay. So how do we determine the region that is true here? Usually you pick coordinates from this side and then use to test there. But we can even say y is greater than 4 then minus x, where we make y the subject of the formula. Then when you use the y axis here, you can pick like you can actually know that in this case, if you pick this coordinate that is here, this point that is here, what is the y coordinate? The y coordinate is 3. You say 3. What is the x coordinate? The x coordinate is what? 0. So you have 3 greater than or equal to what? 4. Is this true? No, this is false. So automatically it tells us that the region that must be shaded is this one that is on top here. So this is what you are supposed to shade. Okay? This is what you are supposed to shade here. Okay. So then we move on to this question. Move on to this question here. The triangles below are similar. Given that PR is 8 centimeters, PQ is 16 centimeters, X, so okay. XZ or ZX is 4 centimeters. And then these two angles are given here. This is 50 and this one is 50. Calculate the length XY, this one. Okay, so this is very simple here. We just use ratios. Okay? We just use ratios. Very simple. So, XY, this one. Okay? What is this? So, the best that we can do here, because on this one, okay, so since we do not have, here we want to calculate the length of what? Oh, XY, calculate the length of XY. This is very simple. I thought they wanted ZY. XY, this is very simple. So what we are supposed to do here is to get, we can start with, if you want, we can even start with XY, the same XY. XY, what is the corresponding measurement to XY from the bigger triangle? It is what? 16. XY is coming from the smaller triangle. Then this side we need the ratios that are there, like both of them. So here we have 4, which corresponds to what? It's corresponding to 8. Okay? So we can say XY over 16, this is equals to 1 over 2. Here, 1 over 2. So when we cross multiply this, we're going to get 2xy is equals to 16. Then xy, you divide both sides, you're going to get what? You're going to get 8 centimeters. You're going to get 8 centimeters. That's what you're going to get. Okay? Come to question 4a. Come to question 4a. 4a. So we are multiplying these two numbers and we should leave our answer in base 5. Remember, we are dealing with base 5. So 2 multiplied by 4, what do we get? We're getting 8. And since this number is in base 5, we are dividing this 8 by 5. What do we get? 1 remainder 3. Okay? So we are writing our 3 here. Okay? 1 remainder 3. Then we multiply now 2 multiplied by 1. What do we get? We're getting 2 plus this 1. We have 3. Put 0 as usual. 1 multiplied by 4, we get 4. 1 multiplied by 1, we get 1. Then we add. What do we get here? 3. What do we get here? 7. And we can't write 7. So 7 has to be divided by 5. What do we get? 1 remainder 2. So we write our remainder 2 here. Then this 1, we need to add it to this one. So that we get, this is our answer in base 5. Are we together? This is our answer in base 5. Now we have a question on construction. We have a question on construction here. Okay? So let's do it together. Let's do it together. The first question here, we are being asked to use the geometric instruments to construct triangle PQR in which PQ is equals to 11 centimeters. In which PQ is equals to 11 centimeters. So let's measure 11 centimeters here. Okay. So 11 centimeters. So we measure 11 centimeters. You draw a straight line. This is 11 centimeters. Okay. This is 11 centimeters here. Okay. So the next one now is the angle. So we can say this is P and Q. Then the angle at Q is 117. So we need to measure the angle here because we have been told that it's 117. So this is 117. So this is 115. So 117 is here. Okay? 117 is at this point. Then at the same time, we are told that the distance here, at the same time we are told that the distance from Q here to R must be 6.5. So we are passing through this angle up to 6.5, which will be here. So we are going to draw now our angle like this. Our line. Then the other side here will just join. The other side here, we are just going to join this to form the triangle. Okay. So once we have done this, then the question that is coming here is measure and write the length of PR. Our R is this one. So measure and write the length. Measure and write the length. Okay. So this is 15. This is giving me 15 centimeters. You can confirm it. Okay. Construct the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Perpendicular bisector of PQ is, we need to bisect this. And how do we bisect? We said we go more than half. We draw an arc up here and also we draw an arc down here. Okay? Draw an arc down here. Then you change, you come this side. You draw an arc here and another one down here. So you've seen there's this point where the arcs are crossing and the down here, the down part. So you join them. You join them like this. Okay? You join them like that. Then the next one, okay, we are done with this part. Then bisect angle PRQ. PRQ. So we are bisecting this angle here. And how do we bisect an angle? We say we put this one here, then you draw an arc and another arc here. And from there, you choose now, you use these arcs here. You use these arcs, you draw one arc and then shift, come and draw the other one here. Okay. Then we join from here, straight. We join. So that is what we are supposed to do. This is what we are supposed to do to answer this question. Okay? So you get 4 marks in this case for doing this. Okay? So we can go to G, to another question here. Find the sum of interior angles of a polygon with 6 sides. 2n minus, what's that? Am I right? What is the correct formula? Oh, n minus 2 multiplied by 180. Okay. Yes. So here, what are we supposed to do? 6 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 4 multiplied by 180 degrees. What are we getting? Let's multiply. Let's multiply so that we compare our answers. Let's multiply so that we compare our answers. So we are getting 720 degrees. Is this what you're getting? Okay, let's compare. This is what you're getting. Let's compare. Then we go on to, given the following sets of order. Okay, so it's like we have this kind of an arrangement, isn't it? 1 is going to 2, 2 is going to 4, 3 is going to 6, 4 is going to 8, 5 is going to 10. Find the function representing. So we have like, okay. So the function here, the function is equals to x multiplied by 2. X, because when we multiply each one of these by 2, we get what is the other side here. Okay, that's what is happening, isn't it? So the function is 2 multiplied by x. Okay, someone maybe will write like y is equals to 2x. This is our x here. This is our x. Then this is like our fx. Then here we have multiplied by 2. Then we get this side. What is this side here? All right. So we go to question 5. Divide. This is division. 1 here. Okay, what are we getting? Okay, we can't even read these numbers. So 10 into 10, what do we get? 1. When you multiply this by this, we get 10. Subtract, we're getting 0 here. Okay, so we need to drop this one down here. When we divide 10 into 1, 10 into 1, it can't go. So we put a 0 and bring the 0 down. 10 into 10, it is 1. 1 multiplied by 10, we get. Then when you subtract, you get 0. So our answer is this one here. 101 to base 2. That is our answer. Okay. Are we together? Okay. So we have question B. The diagram below shows a solid cylinder of diameter 10 centimeters and height 20 centimeters. So taking pi as 3.14, calculate its caved surface area. Its caved surface area. So it's important that you know that a cylinder, a closed cylinder here has got two, let me call the circles. We have a circle on top and a circle at the bottom. And it's like we have this one and the other one. Then here in between here we have a rectangle like that was folded, kind of, to come up with this part, the main body. So when we're talking about the caved surface area, we're looking at the area of this part, okay? The area of this part here. Now, if I can show you this, this is the total surface area of a cylinder. So you remove this part which is dealing with the two circles, or the two tops, the top and the bottom. So what you remain with here is what? 2RH. So this is the formula that we are supposed to use here, okay? Where we say 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by, what is our R? Here we need radius. What we've been given is the diameter. So R is half of 10. So you write 5. Then H is 20. So we need to multiply this. Let's multiply and see what we're going to get. Can we multiply together so that we don't make mistakes? Can we multiply together so that we don't get mistakes? Please bear with me for the noise that is in the background. There's a bit of noise. Okay, let's see. What are we getting? What are we getting? I'm getting 628. Okay. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting here. What are you getting? Let's compare the answers. Okay. So here we have another question. We have another question. Kafola has a monthly salary of 3,500. His tax-free income. So from this amount, 3,000 is not taxed. Okay? His tax-free allowance is 3,000, and he pays income tax at the rate of 25% on the balance of his salary. What is his net salary? So the net salary is like the take home, what remains after the deduction. So you should know that from this total amount, 3,000 is not taxed. So what is the balance there? The balance is 500. So we're going to say 25%. 25% is 25 over multiplied by 500. What do we get? Comes this. We're going to get what? Can you multiply 5 multiplied by 25? What do you get? So we have 3,000 multiplied by, added to 125. Can you confirm? 5 multiplied by 25. What are we getting? Let's confirm. Okay? Then when we add these together, what are we going to get? 3,125. Kwacha Zirongwezi. This is what I'm getting. Please, let's compare our answers. Let's compare our answers. We can all make mistakes here. Okay. Let's look at this one now. Okay, so we come to question 5D. And it reads, the ages of girls who took part in a football game were recorded as follows. These are their ages here. Okay. So complete the frequency table below. The frequency table below. So on the edge, these are the edges. We need to check which one is the highest or the lowest. We can start with the lowest. I think the lowest number here is 13. So how many 13s do we have? So we can say we have 13, then we have 14, then we have 15, then I can see 16, I can as well see 17. Okay, so then we can do this for avoidance of just making errors. Okay. So now we come to the table here. How many 13s do we have? 13, 13. 1, 2, 3. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. There are 3. So on the tallies, we just write like this. In frequency, we write the actual number. And we go to 14. How many 14s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. So 5. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the fifth one, bundle. It's 5. Then we come to 15, 15, 15, 15. 1, 15, 15, 15, 15, 2, 3. 15, 15. So 1, 2, 3. 3 here. 16, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 9. 17. 17. It's only 1. In here, write 1. What is the total? The total here, this gives us what? 10. Okay. Then this gives us this is 10 here. Okay. Then 10, what do we have the other side? This is 17. There are 2. Take note. 17, there are 2. So this is 11 here. 11, we also have 11 the other side. This is 11 plus 11, so we have 22 in total. The total is 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So the total is 22. This is what is expected of you to do here. As simple as that, you get 3 marks. Then we have question 6. A fair coin is tossed twice. List all the possible outcomes. A fair coin is tossed twice. List all the possible outcomes. So the possible outcomes, if you want, of course we can have head and head. The other one can be tail and tail. Then we can have head and tail, or we can have tail and head. These are the possible outcomes that we expect. That's all. List all the possible outcomes. This is what we are expecting. So here we have another question. Question 6b. A car was purchased at 20,000 kwacha. Calculate the value of the car after 5 years if depreciation for this period was 25%. So for 5 years, the depreciation was 25% of this amount. So the value of the car now here, the value of the car is equals to this one, the cost price, which is 20,000 minus 25,000, minus 25% of 20,000. Okay, so this we knock out 2 zeros, then you multiply 200 by 25. Let's multiply 200 by 25. What are we getting? 200 by 25. What are we getting? Let's multiply and see. So we're getting 5,000. So we have 20,000 minus 5,000 minus 5,000. So we are going to remain with 15,000 kwacha. That is the amount that we are going to have here. So we have a question on computer here. That says, start the program below and answer the questions that follow. Start, enter radius. If radius is less than 0, then display error. If radius is less than 0, then display error. Okay. And enter positive radius. Else enter positive height. If the height is less than 0, then display error message and enter positive height. Else volume is equals to pi multiplied by the square of radius and height. Okay. Then end if display volume and stop. Use the program to complete the table below, this table here. So now here I think the key is on this part and this one. If radius is radius, our radius here, is it less than 0? No, our radius is 7. Even this one, our height, is it less than 0? No, our height is 10. So if this is the case, then we can calculate what? The volume. We can calculate volume using pi. What have we been given as pi? We've been given pi as 22 over 2 multiplied by square radius. So the square of 7, then multiplied by height. Sorry, let's write height. It's 10 here. Okay. So this is going to be 22 multiplied by, when we cancel 7 here because of this one, we remain with 7 multiplied by 10. So when we multiply these ones, what are we going to get? Let's multiply this. Let's multiply 22 by 7 by 10. What are we going to get? Let's multiply. What are we going to get? We are going to get 1,540. Okay, that's what we are going to get here as our volume. That's what we are going to get. Okay, that's what we are going to get. That is what we are going to get. So we can proceed to this question, which is on matrices. A matrix A is given by this, matrix B is given by this, then this is telling us to multiply. So multiply these two matrices. 2, 2, 0, 2 multiplied by 1, 2, 1, 1. So 2 multiplied by 1, we're getting 2. 2 multiplied by 1, we're getting 2. Plus 2 multiplied by 1, we get 2 also. And we multiply row by column. Those are the rules of multiplication of matrices. So we use row by this column. So we have done the first one. So we come to 2 multiplied by 2, we get 4, plus 2 multiplied by 1, we get 2. We are done with the first row. We come to the second row. 0 multiplied by 1, we get 0, plus 2 multiplied by 1, we get 2. We come to this row by the second column. 0 multiplied by 2, we get 0, plus 2 multiplied by 1, we get 2. Then we can find the final answer now, which is going to be 4, 6, 2, and 2. This is what we're going to get. Okay. So what we're going to get, so we can go to question 7. Come to question 7 here. Come to question 7 here. Find the sum of x squared minus 2xy and 3x squared plus 3xy plus xy. Find the sum. So we need to add these. The sum. So I'm just saying this minus 2xy plus here the sum. Find the sum of. Then we bring this one also, plus, these are like terms here. These are like terms. We can even add them in advance here. These are like terms. This is xy and xy. So we can have like 4xy. These ones. Anyway, put like terms together here. X squared plus 3x squared minus 2xy plus 4xy. This is 4x squared, then plus 2xy. You know how we work out this, isn't it? Minus 2 plus 4. This is what is going to be our answer. Okay. Then we have another question here. A man worked for 55 hours in a certain week. His basic rate is, a man worked for 55 hours in a certain week. His basic rate is 66 kwacha per hour. And the rate of overtime is time and half. Time and half. The time is this one. So calculate his total wage for the week if his normal working time each week is 40 hours. So this person works for his normal work hours is 40 hours. Then it means the 15 hours were those for overtime. So what is the rate for this one? The normal rate, his basic rate is what? This is the normal one. 6 kwacha multiplied by 40 hours, because per hour it's 6 kwacha. Then plus, this was an overtime. The rate for overtime is time and half. Time and half. The time is what? 6. What is half of 6? 3. So you will say 6 plus half of it, which is 9 kwacha. So when there is an overtime per hour, it's 9 kwacha. Say 9 kwacha, 6 kwacha, multiplied by 15. So let's see. Can we multiply? This is going to give us 024 kwacha plus, what are we getting here? Can we multiply 9 by 15? What are we getting? Can we multiply 9 by 15? We're going to get 135 kwacha. Okay? 135 kwacha. Let's add it to, what are we going to get? 375 kwacha 0 ways. Okay, this is what we are going to get. Okay, this is what we are going to get. This is what we are going to get. All right, so we come to this question. The figure A, B, C, D, E, F below is a triangular prism. AC is equal to 10 centimeters. Then CF is equal to 15 centimeters. And the height of the triangle, this triangle here, is 60 centimeters. Calculate the volume of the triangular prism. This is a triangular prism here, A, B, C, D, E, F. So the volume is always area of the base, area of base multiplied by, either we can say height, or we can say area of the base multiplied by height, or this can be symbolized as L, because sometimes we say it's 1 over, this is the area of the base. Okay, so now the area of the base here is this triangle here. What is this triangle? We need to find the area of this triangle. The area of a triangle is found by this formula multiplied by this height or length, which is 15. So it's 1 over 2 multiplied by, what is our base? Our base is 10. Multiplied by, what is our height? Our height here is 6. Okay. Multiplied by 15. So this is going to be here, it's 5. 5 multiplied by 30. 30 multiplied by 15. Can we multiply 30 by 15? What are we getting? Let's multiply 30 by 15. What are we getting? Okay. We are going to get 4, 5 cubed. In terms of volume, this is what we are going to get. Okay. So we go to the last question. Oh, we are still dealing with question 7. Now we come to D. So a ladder 10 centimeters long leans against a wall so that its foot is 8 centimeters from the wall. Oh, okay. A ladder which is 10 meters long leans against a wall so that its foot is 8 centimeters from the wall. Okay, using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 1, construct a triangle. Construct a triangle to show this data. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we should have a wall here. Okay, so let's say this is our wall. Just an example. Let's say this is our wall. Then we are told that 1 centimeter to represent 1 meter. So from this wall, I'm going to measure now the foot of the wall. So this is like the bottom part of the wall. This is where like the ground is. So I'm now going to measure 8 centimeters here. I'm now going to measure 8 centimeters here. Okay, going to measure 8 centimeters. In fact, if I want, I can guide myself so that I don't make a mistake. I can just guide myself here so that I know exactly where I must pass. Okay, so this is just like a guide. So I'm measuring 8 centimeters from this point. This is where my 8 centimeter is going to be here. So this is my 8 centimeter. Then take note that we are told that a ladder is 10 centimeters long, which is long, leans against this wall. Leans against this wall. Okay? So that its foot is 8 meters from the wall. So 8 meters is this one which I have measured as 8 centimeters. So now we are saying this ladder is 10 centimeters. So from this point, it must go up to where we are going to have 10 what? 10 meters. 10 meters. Okay? Or just allow me to extend this one. Allow me to extend this one. Okay. So the measurement here is this ladder from, it leans against the wall now. Okay, so it will be this point here. This point here. So I'm going to draw this. Okay, so this is the triangle that I'm going to draw. This is the triangle that I'm going to draw, because this is now my 8 centimeters from, this is the ladder that is leaning against this wall. If you want, we can actually say this is a wall here. Of course, you know, this is a triangle. We have been asked to draw a triangle. Okay. Okay. So here we have measure and write the angle of elevation of the upper end of the ladder from its foot. Okay? So I want to show you something here. Look at this example in this book. They're saying the angle of elevation of the top of a tree is 25 degrees from a point which is 65 meters from the foot of the tree. Okay, so the angle, they're saying the angle of elevation of the top of a tree, this top of a tree, which is this part, is 25. So when you look at this one here, the one they're asking us, which one is the angle of elevation? They're saying measure and write the angle of elevation of the upper end of the ladder. So this one from its foot. So the angle they're talking about is this one. So let's measure and write down this angle. What is this angle here? So that's what we are supposed to do. Okay. What is this angle here? This is 37. So this is 37 degrees from what I'm seeing. Even here we can write 37 degrees. That is what I'm able to find. Please, if you have got an alternative, we can do it. You can send it over. So we go to the last question, which is question 8. Mrs. Msonda intends to go on holiday to America. She has 13,000 kwacha to spend. Okay, how much is this amount in dollar given that, okay, so the exchange rate is $1 is equal to 6 point kwacha. Then how much does this person have? Has got 13,000. So how much is this amount in? Okay, so it's a question of us just cross multiplying here. Oh, so we're going to say this is equal to, you divide, you say 13,000, you divide it by 6.50. What do you get? We can divide that. Let's do that. Let's divide. What are we going to get? Okay. Can we divide that? What are we going to get? Can you divide? What are you going to get? Can you divide? What are we getting? We are going to get $2,000. We're going to get $2,000. Okay. That is the amount that we are going to get. So we go on to the next part. We go on to factorize completely. Factorize completely. What is common here? We have A, we have A, we have A, we have B, we have B, we have B. So AB is common. So if we factorize AB, what is remaining? Here we're going to remain with 3A because A is squared plus 4B plus AB. Everything is outside. So here you remain with the, remain with 1. Okay? You remain with 1. AB divided by AB, you get 1. Okay, or maybe we can write it here. This is going to be 3A plus 4B plus 1. This is the answer. Okay. So let's look at C. A baker bought 30 eggs for making a cake. 30 eggs for making a cake. He discovered that 6 eggs were bad. Find the ratio of good eggs to the total number of eggs he bought in the lowest. Find the ratio of good eggs. How many eggs were bad? Bad eggs were 6. So when you less 6 from 30, you're going to get 24. Find the ratio of good eggs to the total number of eggs he bought. How many eggs did he buy? He bought 30 eggs. In the lowest term. So 6 here is 4. 6 here is 5. This is the ratio of good eggs to the total number of eggs. Remember that 6 were bad. So we come to the last question. The frequency table below shows the ages of children who were vaccinated against measles at Kansankala Clinic on a certain day. Okay, this is the table. Find the model class. So we look at, this is the frequency. So we're going to look at what these numbers, which one has the highest, which one is the highest frequency? 4. So the model class is this one, which is against the highest frequency. So the model class is 729. Okay? 729. That's what we are supposed to do. All right? Then what are we supposed to do now? Is to calculate the mean. How do we calculate the mean? How do we calculate the mean? You know that mean is equals to, this is grouped data, this is grouped data, okay? So we should take note that this is grouped data. So in this case, we're going to say summation of x over x, summation of f, summation of fx over summation of, that is what you get. So what do we get? How do we do it now? How do we do it? So you need to know, we can briefly come up with something here. F x, f, and d. Okay, so what is our x here? Our x in this case, this is the grouped data. So our x in this case is the midpoint. Our x in this case is the midpoint. So because this is grouped data, are we together? So what is the midpoint here? You add these two, what do you get? You get 4. When you divide 4, you get 2. What is the frequency? Frequency is 3. When you multiply these two, what do you get? You get 6. Second one, when we add these, what do we get? We're getting 10. 10 divided by 2, we get 5. What is the frequency? 1. When you multiply, what do you get? Getting 5. And these ones, what do we get? We're going to get 16, isn't it? Get 16, then we get 8. What is the frequency? 4. What do we get here? 32. 32, isn't it? What do we get when we add this? We get 11. 11, what is the frequency? 3. When we multiply this, what do we get? 33. Let's add these two. What are we going to get? Add. We're going to get 38. 38, can you divide it by 2? 38 divided by 2, this is 1. Then here you have what? 19, isn't it? So you have 19. The frequency is 2. What do you get? What do you get? You multiply this one by 2. It is taking you back to what? To multiply this one. It is taking you back to what? 38. We're together. So now at this point, we add all these here. We add these. Let's add them. What are we getting? Can we add these? And we also add these. Can you add these? Add these. This part and this one. Can we add? Let's do that. Okay. So if you have correctly added, this is what you're going to get. Even this one. So the summation, this one, this is what we're going to write here. Over the summation of f, the summation of f is 13. Okay, so now we divide. How many times there? Okay, let's divide. How many times? Let's divide how many times? So this is going to give us 8 whole number. Okay. Remainder 10 over 13. This is what I'm able to get. Let's try and see if there is anywhere I've gone wrong. Okay. Let's take note here. I think on this part here, when you add these two, what do you get? You get 28, isn't it? So 28, when you divide it by 2, it will give you 14. So this is supposed to be 14 here. This is supposed to be 14. 14 multiplied by 2, we get 28. Get 28. So let's find the new. So our new total here becomes 104. Okay, so take note, cancel this one. So 104 divided by 13. Let's divide. What are we going to get? So mean, we are going to get 8. Mean, we are going to get 8. That's what will be our answer. Okay. So you see, it's very easy to make these errors. That's why it's important that you follow and give us the comments on any of the parts that we may have. So let me check through the paper and see. Yeah, I think basically always, just unless otherwise, please don't forget to give us comments. So just in case there may be parts that we need to make clarifications. Once again, this is my phone number, just in case there is a part that we have to make clarification on. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, like the video. Goodbye.